Hey there, lads. Welcome to George's Dump Trucking and Excavating Vlogs. Anyways, we're finally getting our stuff together for doing the kingpin on the, or kingpins on the Shorty dump truck. So anyways, some stuff we got are some of these clamps. They're locking clamps, or I guess you call them surgical clamps. Got them at Princess Auto. Come pretty handy for doing a lot of different things. But I really got that for another project for doing working on my chainsaw. But pretty handy otherwise for doing stuff on trucks and such. So you buy it if you need it. You buy it, right? Anyways, we got jacks. You bought either low profile hydraulic jacks. I got my hands on, I got my gloves on. So it could take, damn it. Anyways, Princess Auto had a good deal on bottle jacks, and these were originally $80. They're on sale for $45. So, you know, being I'm a cheap guy, I gotta buy the ones that are on sale, of course. Man, these are beefy damn bottle jacks. There you have it. So, yeah, so I need to build a jig for these jacks. Power fist. I mean, the thing is, well, I got two jacks. I got one for lifting the truck. I got one for doing the kingpin, and they're 20-ton jacks. So I thought, well, you know, if I do the two kingpins and the damn jack blows up, then that's okay, because who gives a crap? So, but you know, this is gonna have to be extended because we don't want to be nowhere near this thing when we're popping pins out because it'd take your damn head off. So, let's see here. Oh. Alright, here's a special way to do this. Okay. So we're going to tighten this thing up and we're going to see how much it jacks up. I haven't worked there for a minute. I think these are just single acting. I don't think they. I don't think they telescopic. This is gonna have to be modified, I think. I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to make a special adapter for top of this. A sleeve that goes over the top of the jack, with a smaller pin to punch out the other pin that's on the truck. So, but we can do all sorts of stuff on the lathe and figure something out to put on there. Just got a piece of pipe that goes over it with a flat top and another pin on the middle. So that's good. Works fine. I mean, I looked at the price of getting that kingpin, I call it kingpin, tool from Tiger. Tiger tool is like $2,500. Well, for the price of that damn thing, and of course the proper tool, of course, but the price of that, I can buy the metal and the jacks about 20 times over. So anyways, that's the way it is. But it's good for around the farm and such. I always had just regular floor jacks, but these are very, very handy. I had a 12-ton somewhere, but who knows where the hell that went. But anyways, we're gonna have to anyway, getting back to the topic. The bottle jacks are a very, very handy thing to have. So it doesn't matter if you're in industrial business or on the farm or whatever have you, a bottle jack like this is very sufficient. We're also going to have to modify these pins here, make them longer, because I don't want to be anywhere near this stupid thing. I'm jacking it up on the jig we're making. Just a standard. It's like a big rectangular frame, and basically you put this in the jig and you press the. Well, I basically have to measure it because I need enough space between the spindle and this to get in place. But you just kind of press and press and press, and it's just a very simple rectangular jig, right? It has to be built heavy duty. So we got some of this stuff here. So this stuff here we got from our excavators, because I have two small excavators. I don't know if you've seen them. You've probably seen them in my videos, I guess. But this is my top. And this is Chinesium steel, but this is a channel iron. Well, it's formed, formed channel. What I was thinking about doing is cutting it in half. But I need to measure the size of the spindle, right? And if it's the same size, I can cut this in half and make my jig for this thing. Of course, I'll have to get some flat bar from the shop up here, and make it so it won't come apart. Even if the welds do break for whatever reason, hopefully they don't. Use the MIG welder to weld the sucker up. It's just a very simple rectangular jig, and this has to be cradled in here in a way that it doesn't come out. So I have to figure that shit out. So, pardon my language, but you know how that is. Yeah, so we're gonna use what we got. I can't resist using what I have to do something, because metal is so expensive, man. Well, you guys know. You guys that are doing metal fabrication, you guys know about what the expensive metal is nowadays. But this is good. It is 1/4 inch. I mean, it might bend. I guess it could. It is Chinesium. So, but yeah, the system I thought about doing is I got a diagram made up what I want to do, but have to basically make everything interlock in a manner that if the welds do happen to crack for whatever reason, it's not going to blow apart, and that's the way it has to be done. So people say, well, welds are welds, but when you're building a press, right? A press, something like this, right? Anything's possible. You can get right penetration, your weld or something like that, and it can crack. But nonetheless, I want to make it so either I have two ways of doing this. I mean, just talking about it is one thing, but doing it is another. Just put a slot in here, right? And then you put your flat bar in here and you weld it all up, right? Whatever. Or you take the flat bar and you make the jig, right? Somehow, so you have a piece that goes under here, over top, or go over top like this, right? Like that, make like a hanger like that. Go over top and weld it all on there, so it won't come apart. But it'd be nice to have it so it locks in place underneath somehow, right? But yeah, we're gonna have to figure something out. I mean, putting it butt like this may be okay, maybe, but you can be putting a lot of force on there. But it may work. We'll see. Maybe I have to figure something out. Maybe I definitely want to make it heavy duty. So for a one-time deal, but making a press of this is pretty handy for many different things. So if it works, right? So we'll figure it out. Anyways, those are the things. But first, we're going to have to measure the kingpin, take it apart. I have to get some stuff in town. I have to get some boards. I have to get some 2x6 boards and stack them up. Probably stack them up on maybe 3-4 pieces high, and then put the truck in there, have the jack underneath as a safety procedure. And then once I get that, of course, I'll probably going to do is, I'll pop the caps off on the spindles and then measure the hole, the size of the kingpin, and then determine if this is going to be enough. It should be, but it may not be. I don't know. So I think the pin might be, I don't know what size the damn pin is, but that truck has the big heavy front end on it. So it's 9,000 pound on it. So, and tell you something funny is my other truck, the C50 500. It's regular. Well, it's just a regular flat deck truck, that I converted to a dump truck. But it has a weaker front end on it. It only has a 7,000 pound front end on it. I suppose this one here is 9,000. So of course, that being said, that this little 3-ton is a heavy spec truck, right? So, of course, whatever. So, but anyways, we have it there, and we got some other stuff I want to show you too. So put this here aside. So we can't do much right now until we get our cracking on that. So what else did we get? Another tool set I bought from Princess Auto. It's a big socket set. I think it says a 12-month warranty on it. Oh, maybe. Shit. It says all clipped up like Fort Knox. There you go. Anyways, we got a big socket set. Now, I've been after this socket set for a long time, but I can never get it in my price range. So, anyways, like I said, I was at Princess Auto. Like I said before, Princess Auto here in Canada is similar to Harbor Freight in the States. But anyways, I have the 3/4 inch wrench or ratchet. I have one over here in the toolbox, and this will work fine. China made stuff, but it'll work. It's a gear drive. So see if I can show you guys the other ratchet I have. It's pretty big compared to that one there. So back in the old days, most of my tools were Craftsman, and basically back in the old days, I bought the biggest set Craftsman had made. It had the big toolboxes. You could spend, I don't know, at times like $2,500, and you got everything. You had big sockets. You had everything you wanted. You come in a big tool chest, big huge one, almost the size of the bench. But I sold that stuff off when I got out of heavy duty mechanics. Stupid. Should have kept it, but I kept this thing. And I, of course, kept my regular small tools. But it is a big, heavy bugger. So, and I've used this thing for many things. So, Craftsman. So actually, it only. It only tightens. I think it's busted on the inside. So, but anyways, nonetheless, it works. Been used and abused. But you know, it comes with a big extensions and stuff like that, and a breaker bar. Kind of nice. 3/4 inch breaker bar. And mainly the main reason why I bought it is because the lug nuts on that truck on the they're quite big, and I don't have a socket that fits the damn lug nuts. But on the other hand, I still don't even have a socket that's going to work on the hub. I may have to rent that. So it'll probably be a 3/4 inch drive more likely. So, or I might have to borrow it from my friend. Yeah. So anyways, it goes up to 2 inch. So really nice thing to have. I mean, you know. Small guys. 7/8. So I mean, you can never go wrong with tools. It doesn't matter if they're cheapy or not. I mean, I looked at this set here, the exact set from Snap-on, even Craftsman, and I'm looking at least, you know, well, Snap-on was like $800 for the set, and like I said, it goes from 7/8 to 2 inch, and Craftsman is not. I mean, Craftsman is not around any. Well, I guess Craftsman is around, Craftsman, but I've only seen it online. You can't go and buy it. And next place would be. For tools, it'd be Canadian Tire here in the Mastercraft, similar to Craftsman tools, but Mastercraft, I've seen this. Only could buy it online, and I'm looking at about $600 bill. So, and this was original price on this was $100, and I got it for $79. So, really, really good buy. And I've never seen this set. Any cheaper in the past years, any cheaper than $200 over the past years. So this was a really good buy, and I really wanted it for doing this project because I haven't got big sockets. So, you know, even if I do get a few projects done with it, it pays itself off, right? So, doing the kingpin is not an overly complicated project unless the problem with the truck is not the kingpin and it is something else. Hopefully, it is just a broken kingpin, wore out or something. We just don't know, and it really bugs the crap out of me. But anyways, there you have it. So those are the little tools we got this past weekend, so we get progress on the Shorty dump truck.